Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan, guys. My name is Liaquat. Welcome to this video. Mukhtasar al-Qudoori we are covering, which is a very classical text in Hanafi Fiqh. And we have reached the chapter of Babu Qada il-Fawaid. Right, so let's have a go at this. Put in the comments, what is the best part of this series? What part of this series do you enjoy the most? Put in the comments. I love reading your comments. Qada yaqdi, it means to make up. Actually, it has several meanings, but one of them is to make up, which is the one that we're taking over here. Right, so to make up prayer. Fawaid is a jama of fa'ita. It's referring to prayers. So this is like the sifa of prayer. As-salat al-fa'ita, the missed prayer. Right, missed prayer. Fatat, right, fata yafutu, we've done that, which means to miss. And then you got qada yaqdi. قدم يقدم تقديم, it means to bring forward. Right, قدم يقدم تقديم. And then you've got right, so put the vowels in there. خاف يخاف, you guys should know what that means. Right, so it's come before as well. قدم يقدم, we've done that. And then salawat is jama salat. رتب يرتب ترتيب, it means to put in order, to order it, to put in order. كما وجبت, وجب يجب. Al-aslu, it means the original. The original. Zada yazidu means to go beyond, to increase, to go beyond. Right, so to go beyond. And then you've got saqata yasqutu, which actually means to drop, fall. That's it. Let's do a bit of tarkib of this then. So the chapter heading is babun, so we have a hadha before it. So hadha babu qada il-fawaid. So all of this is going to be the khabar. هذا is the mubtada, and there you have it. Man fatathu salatun. Now in Arabic, in English we say who missed their prayer. So you're like treating the prayer as a maf'ul bihi. So you're saying whoever missed their prayer. But in Arabic you don't say he missed his prayer. You say the prayer missed him. Fatathu salatun. Whoever the prayer missed. Right. So whoever the prayer missed. Fatathu salatun fi'l fa'il. Qada yaqdi qada'an. إذا ذكرها. قدم يقدم فعل فاعل again, and then على صلاة الوقت جار مجرور. and because of an, you're going to give a fatha to the يخاف. فوت صلاة, okay, so فوت صلاة, and then يقدم is فعل فاعل, and صلاة الوقت is مضاف إليه, becomes the مفعول به of صلاة الوقت. And then you have على الفائدة ثم يقضيها قضى يقضي, to make up. And then fatathu, fata yafutu, that becomes the fi'l, and salatun is the fa'il. Rattabaha fi'l plus the fa'il, and then okay, so fil qada'i, so fatathu salawatun rattabaha fil qada'i jar majrur, kama wajabat fil asli jar majrur, illa an tazida al fawaitu fi'l. الفوائد is the فاعل على 5 صلوات, فيسقط فعل, and ترتيب is the فاعل. And there you have it. That's the short tarkib. Right, so what is this chapter talking about? So this chapter is basically talking about the concept of missed prayers. So we know that we have to pray our prayers on time. Right, so we have 5 prayers in the day, which are obligatory ones, and they are, as you know, Fajr, Asr, Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. Right, so these 5 prayers that we have must be prayed on time. And in the chapter of the times of Salat, I've actually detailed the timings of the prayers. Okay, so that's something that you guys can check out if you haven't seen. Now, if a person didn't get a chance to pray, or didn't pray out of laziness or whatever, they still have to make up the prayer. The prayer does not drop. So the prayer that's obligatory upon them outside of the time of prayer is known as qada. So if you didn't pray your fajr this morning, you still gotta pray. You have to do qada. And if you haven't prayed your dhuhr, you have to do qada, etc. Right, so qada basically is the concept of having to make up prayer, missed prayers being made up. Right, now we know now that we know that you have to miss prayers. There could be a person who's only missed 1 prayer, and there could be a person who's missed 100 prayers. Right, they haven't been bothered with praying, and then all of a sudden they started practicing, and now they want to pray. So how does it all work? Right? How do you make them up? Okay, so when it comes to missed prayers, Babu Qada al-Fawad, chapter of Qada, making up missed prayers. Man fatatu salatun qadaha idha dhakaraha. The rule is you have to make up the prayer as soon as you remember. As soon as you remember that you missed a prayer, you must make it up. Right? So you could remember in different times of the day. Like you could have missed your Fajr and then you remembered at 10 o'clock in the morning. You could have missed your Fajr and you remembered at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You could have missed your Fajr and you remembered at 6 o'clock in the evening or 9 o'clock in the evening. So this can all differ from situation to situation. So if a person misses a particular prayer, they must make it up as soon as they remember. If they didn't remember, then that's obviously something that's beyond their capability. But if they remember, they must make up their prayer. Right? So like Asr time, if the guy remembers at Asr time and says, oh yeah, I didn't pray, right, then he has to make up his prayer Fajr at that time. Right? However, there's something other important that you have to understand. He also has to pray this prayer before the next prayer comes in. Remember that. He must pray the missed prayer before the new salat comes in. So if he's missed his Fajr, what's the new salat? Dhuhr. So in that case, he has to pray his Fajr before his Dhuhr salat. وَقَدَّمَهَا. He should bring the prayer forward, the Fajr forward, pray it first, give it priority. Ala salat al-waqt, over the current salat time. Yeah. So in this case, if it, let's say in the afternoon, he realized he has to first of all pray his Fajr, then his Dhuhr. Now, what if he prayed his Dhuhr first and then prayed his Fajr? Well, he has to repeat it again, because the order is very important. Hanafi say that the order of the prayers, that you pray the ones that are in sequence. So Fajr comes first, then Dhuhr, then Asr, then Maghrib, then Isha. So if you prayed your Dhuhr and then you prayed the missed Fajr, you must repeat the Dhuhr after the Fajr again, just to keep that sequence. Right? So this is why he's saying that you must give priority to the missed prayer and then the prayer which is of that particular time. So in this case, like I said, if it's the Dhuhr time, he's got to pray his Fajr, yeah, and then he prays the Dhuhr. And if a guy remembers the Asr time that he missed his Fajr, right, then he has to pray his Fajr, then his Dhuhr. Even though he prayed his Dhuhr on time, he's got to pray his Dhuhr again, and then he's going to pray his Asr. The order is very important. Yeah, order is important. So Dhuhr, then Fajr, and then Asr. So this is Dhuhr, then Fajr, then Dhuhr. This is talking about if he happened to pray his Dhuhr before the Fajr, the missed prayer. And that's what he says over here. إِلَّا أَن يَخَافَ, unless the person is scared that he's going to miss the prayer on time. So for instance, like as I've drawn in the diagram, let's say there's only like 10 minutes left or so for, let's 15 minutes left, let's say, for Asr to start, and he hasn't prayed his Dhuhr yet. And he remembered he's also got to pray Fajr as well. So in this case, he prays his Dhuhr on time, doesn't want to miss that. But then what he does is he's got to pray his Fajr and then he's got to pray his Dhuhr again. Right? So let's say praises Dhuhr at Asr starts at 4 o'clock, praises Dhuhr at 3:45, and then praises Fajr, and by the time he praises Fajr, the time has ended, so he's got to praise Dhuhr again. So the order and sequence he has to keep. Right? Order and sequence. Let's say, for example, it's Maghrib time, and he remembered, oh, I didn't pray my Fajr, but he's prayed his Dhuhr and his Asr on time. So now he'll have to pray his Fajr, then he'll have to pray his Dhuhr again, and his Asr again, and then his Maghrib. Right? The sequence is important. Yeah, so إِلَّا أَن يَخَافَ فَوْتَ صَلَاةِ الْوَقْتِ, unless he fears missing the prayer, the current prayer, the new prayer. فَيُقَدِّمُ صَلَاةَ الْوَقْتِ. In that case, he needs to give priority to the prayer of the time, عَلَى الْفَائِتَةِ, over the missed prayer, عَلَى الْفَائِتَةِ. Right? ثُمَّ يَقْضِيهَا, but then he's got to make up it, meaning he's got to make up the prayer, like I've shown you. Okay. Now, وَمَنْ فَاتَتْهُ صَلَوَاتٌ رَتَّبَهَا فِي الْقَضَاءِ. So whoever has missed multiple prayers, he's got to make them up in sequence when he makes them up. Yeah, so he's gotta, if he's missed Dhuhr, Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, and Maghrib, he's gonna, when he does Qadha, he's gonna have to pray in this sequence. He should not pray his Maghrib first, or his Zuhr, or his Asr and Fajr in any random order. No, it has to be in the order of normal prayers. Yes, sequence it. So whoever has missed multiple prayers, what does he do? He has to make up those prayers in sequence, sequentially. So for example, like let's say there's a guy, and Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, right? These are the prayers that you normally pray on time. But this guy has missed, let's say he's missed the prayers. Okay, so all these salats, for example, he missed them. So now he has to pray them, these in order, before he can pray his Isha. The new prayer is going to be the Isha. Yeah, so before he prays Isha, he's got to pray these, but in order. Fajr first, then Dhuhr, then Asr, then Maghrib. Alright, so he says, وَمَنْ فَاتَتْهُ صَلَوَاتٌ, whoever has missed multiple prayers, رَتَّبَهَا, he has to order them in sequence of qada. كَمَا وَجَبَتْ فِي الْأَصْلِ, just like they were, sequence was necessary in the original time. Right, so in the original time, you're supposed to pray your Fajr in the morning time, then your Zuhr in the afternoon time, and Asr in late afternoon, and Maghrib after sunset. So just like the obligation from Allah came in the times, and likewise the qada has to be prayed in that fashion as well. Okay, right. Unless the number of prayers that the person has missed is more than 5. If a person has missed more than 5 prayers, then order is not necessary. Order drops. Right. So order is only necessary when the number of salats you've missed is less than 5. So in your life, even if it's in a day or in the week or whatever, you've missed more than 5 salats and you haven't made them up yet, then you have to make them up. Right, but you don't have to make them up in order because they're more than 5. Right, so unless the prayers are more than 5. So, okay, let's see if I can draw this then. So let's say it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I mean, we don't need all these dates, but so to give you an idea, sometimes someone's missed a prayer, missed like several prayers on Monday, they missed a few on Tuesday, they missed a few on Wednesday. Put them all together. If it makes up more than 5, then you have to make the qada, but you don't have to do the order. Sequence is not important, not necessary. So let's say on Tuesday, this guy has missed his Fajr, he's missed his Zuhr, he's missed his Asr, right? So the current salat now is going to be Maghrib. So before he prays his Maghrib, he has to make up all these prayers in sequence, okay? Now if he remembers obviously this on Wednesday he remembered, oh yeah, I was supposed to make these salats up. Then what he's going to have to do is going to have to make up Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Tuesday's Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, and then he'll have to pray those other salats after that in sequence. He's actually got to repeat his Maghrib, Tuesday Isha, and whatever Wednesday. Yeah, so he's got to keep that sequence. Alright, so now let's say, for example, he didn't pray his Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, and he prayed his Maghrib and Isha on Tuesday, but hasn't prayed the first 3 salats. And then let me just make this a bit smaller. Alright. So then after that, he prays on Friday Fajr, Dhuhr, right, etc. So like I said to you, these prayers over here are still important, because they are still less than 5. So he's got to pray the order. But if the number of salats that he missed was more than 5, let's say he missed Fajr on Tuesday, Zuhr, Asr, all the salats on Tuesday, and he also missed Wednesday's Fajr as well. Now when he makes them up, he does not have to make them up in order, meaning he does not have to make these up before he prays the next salat. Ideally he should, but before Dhuhr on Wednesday starts, he doesn't have to make these up. He can actually pray Dhuhr, and then after that he can pray Asr if he wants, make up the Asr, and then he can make up the Maghrib and Isha in any order, as long as he does them. So the order breaks if the number of prayers that are missed are more than 5. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at this then. So he says, Man fatatuhu salawat, whoever has missed multiple prayers, rattabaha, he orders them, fil qada, in order, sequence, kama wajabat, just as they were necessary when it was original, in the original ruling on time. Illa an tazid al fawaid, except if the fawaid are more than 5 salats. Fayasqutu tartib, in that case the tartib will drop. So Jazakallah khair guys, I hope you guys benefit from this, and inshallah I will see you guys next time. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, it really helps me a lot, and I really appreciate all of the love that you showed in my channel, and any sort of comments that you guys put up, I really try to make an effort to try and read them and answer them as well. So please leave a comment as well, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah khair for watching this video. I hope to see all of you guys. If you guys are interested, please leave us feedback, get in contact with us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah khair guys for all of your support. Without your support, I wouldn't have been able to produce the videos that I've put up on my YouTube channel. And there is so much more that I really want to do. And without the support of you guys who are patrons, generously supporting this channel, I've been able to get myself a camera, which as you guys can see, the quality of this camera, a mic system, software, I've been able to hire an editor. So what do I want to do? I want to make lots and lots and lots of more videos for beginners, for intermediate, advanced, in the subjects like Arabic and Fiqh and Hadith and Tafsir and Aqidah and all those other things as well. And for this to happen, again, this channel needs support. So if you guys want to become patrons and support this channel, then check out the link below. Also, if you do become patrons, you'll have access to videos that I don't put up on my normal YouTube channel. So check that out, inshallah. And there's most other perks as well that you guys can benefit from. And if you want to access this channel through social media, we've got Twitter, we've got Instagram, Facebook page, and other things as well that you can visit. So Jazakumullah khair again guys. Thank you very much for your support. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.